Hey Gemini, what's up gang? I hope everybody is well. I did want to come through with a general message for you guys, okay? So if that's something that interests you, go ahead and stick around. Gemini, if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Jessica. Please take a look at my description box because that's going to have any information that you would need to know. And yes, this is a Gemini channel. However, if you vibe, you tribe, so go ahead and make yourself comfortable. Gemini, if you're returning, welcome back. I hope that you're well. I hope you're taking care of yourself. I hope that you're doing what's best for you. Thank you for all the love, all the support. Thank you for all the good vibes, Gemini. It really does mean the world. All right, Gemini, this is making so much sense that the Five of Cups has came out because I was getting the energy, like what I was hearing was perfectly human. You're perfectly human. And we know that to human is to err. Right? Humans have flaws. Humans are one big bundle of flaws, basically. We are just work in progress. We are just literally here to learn about ourselves, to grow, and to almost deteriorate in a way when you think about it. I mean, from the moment you're born, you're aging. And I'm not trying to get depressive on you because I feel like you're already kind of there for some of you guys. But I feel like the closer that some of you get, this is obviously not for everybody. So if you're in a happy-go-lucky mood, I feel great for you, right? But this reading might not be for you. This reading might be for those who really do need it right now. But anyways, I feel like there's this energy of feeling like let down by the choices that you've made. The closer you get to your birthday, the more you start to feel like regret or a sense of loss or a sense of just dissatisfaction, maybe not being exactly where you want to be. Some of you guys, you're hiding yourself away. You don't really have any plans for your birthday. You feel like your birthday is just another day. You know, it's almost like I'm probably going to be working. There's that kind of energy. For some of you, you might feel like there's emotional things that are bothering you, you know, love connections. It doesn't have to necessarily just be romantic. It could be family. It could be friends. It could be just connections and how you view yourself and how others view you. You just might be feeling a little discarded is kind of the energy I'm getting. Let down. I'm getting a lot, guys, like hopelessness, like loneliness, just feeling kind of sad, you know, feeling a little left out, feeling like you want to turn your back on things that are around you and see what else is out there. Go off on an adventure, maybe, like, you know, create your own destiny, create your own future. Like, you're tired of being down, or you're tired of feeling like you're not where you need to be. Like, Gemini, you're tired. Right? Like there's this energy of like always striving, always trying, always like making yourself try to grow and learn and be better. And it's just like, you know, but it does feel like there's been some cups that have been spilled quite recently and you're a little sad about that. I do feel like you are fighting to kind of, you know, find that joy inside again, find that happiness, you know. Some of you guys are fighting for your creativity. You're fighting to flow again is the energy that I'm getting. You're fighting to fill your cup up and keep your cup full. You might feel like you're in this energy of you get your cup full and then it gets depleted a little bit. You get your cup full, it gets depleted a little bit. It's like you're very clumsy with your cup right now is kind of the energy I'm getting. Some of you guys are filling your cup up and then you're purposely dumping it out. I don't know why I'm getting this energy, but I am. I do feel like Spirit has something to offer you, Gemini, but you're not seeing it because you're so sad or depressed or your head's bent down. It's almost like there is a chance for rejuvenation. There is a chance to, I'm hearing regenerate something too. So this could definitely, because, you know, we have 6 cups out here, 5 cups plus the Ace of Cups, that's 6 cups. So there could be this energy of reminiscing or looking back at the past or maybe even wanting to, go back to the past but with a new approach. There's almost an energy like that. But I do feel like there is a cup that's wanting to be offered to somebody, but they're not noticing it because they're just so let down, they're sad. And this cup could be coming from Spirit. This could be Spirit trying to heal you or trying to give you comfort, Gemini, trying to let you know that everything's going to be okay, basically. Okay, Gemini, what else do we have here? This could definitely be talking about a love connection that's gone south, or you feel like something has happened that's caused you to lose something or miss out on something, Gemini. You're just really sad about that. And you are trying to focus on yourself right now, but it's hard. What else do we have for Gemini? Gemini. Yeah, I do feel like you're trying to throw yourself into your work right now in a positive way. You're trying to build something for yourself. You might be working on a team with other people right now. You might find too that your sadness is kind of cutting you off from other people. Like you really are needing to rejuvenate yourself. There's almost an energy of like, I need to isolate myself. I need to be alone for a little bit. I don't really need to talk to people. Even if you're in a group, even if you work around people all day, Gemini, there's this energy of kind of just keeping to yourself. you know, not really talking to people. You know, maybe like sticking your headphones in or something, and if you're allowed to, if you're able to, sticking your headphones in and drowning everybody out. Some of you might not even be listening to music. You might just have your headphones in just to have them in. I don't know. There's something about that, Gemini. Like, you are kind of feeling separate from the group, but it's a self-separation. For some of you, there is somebody that is assessing you right now, because even though you're sad, you're still working pretty good. You're still showing up on time. You're still working well. You're still producing at work or something like that. You know, you're really focused on your skill right now. And yeah, exactly. You're very focused on your skill right now. You could be focused on learning something. But I do feel like there is this energy of somebody around you at work that is watching you or has taken a notice or interest in what you're doing. Yeah, they see you building something, perfecting something. You're getting better. It's almost like when they hired you, they were kind of like, I don't know if this is going to work, right? But now they're seeing that you're actually getting better. Like, each pinnacle is looking clearer. It's looking more detailed. It's looking more precise. You're getting faster. You're getting more efficient. You've created some kind of system or something, Gemini. So yeah, you might be sad, like emotionally, there might be some shit you're going through and you're really trying to fill your cup back up. There is an energy of focus on self-healing right now, okay? But you're also, you know, focused on building yourself up financially or something outside of yourself, like in the workplace. I'm getting that very strong. 8, 9, 10, 10 pentacles. You are trying to find some kind of financial stability, or you do feel like money would solve a lot of your problems, Gemini. Like, you feel like maybe some of you feel like you wouldn't have half the problems you have right now if you had money. Exactly. That's exactly what I was saying, though. But that's not the truth. I don't feel like that's the truth. The devil is a lie, right? Capricorn energy, Virgo energy. But I do feel like the devil is a lie. Your happiness, your dissatisfaction is not necessarily from the lack of money or resources, but how the lack of money and resources makes you feel. I'm going to say that again. Your dissatisfaction is not necessarily about the lack of resources and money, but how the lack of resources and money makes you feel. Because there are some individuals that don't have as much as you do, Gemini, and they're still happy. It is all about perspective. And I'm not trying to shit all over your problems and tell you that, oh, you should get over it, you're broke. Like, no, okay? I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that there is a perspective shift that needs to happen here within yourself, and, knowing that sometimes we have down points in life, sometimes we have up points in life, but at the same time, you're still Gemini, you're still strong, you're still learning, you're still growing. There's a big emphasis here on like low self-esteem, feeling very insecure, feeling like you're the source of your problems, feeling like you're never going to get better, things are never going to grow. Anytime you try to take a step forward, you just get brought steps back. Like, so I might as well just stay isolated or stick. Like, there's a big like kind of feeling like that. Okay? So there's almost this energy of needing to see that, not having money, yeah, it makes life stressful. Yeah, it sucks. And it can be really sad, especially when you're losing things around you, or you feel like you're restricted by the lack of funds or whatever, But there could be something on a deep level that has something to do with your own self-confidence that's attributing to that. Some of you might play it safe. You might play it small. That's not for everybody. Like I said, this reading is definitely not for everybody, honey. So if it's not you, it's not you, right? But there could be this energy of where you do play it a little bit small. You don't let yourself show all the knowledge that you actually have. Gemini, you're quite smart. The Hermit has a lot of knowledge. The Hermit has a lot of information that he's acquired through his experience. But the Hermit is also a student of life and not necessarily a teacher. So it's like there could be this transition that's needing to happen here, Gemini, where you're going from the student, where you're learning, absorbing, to now where you're teaching, applying. And that's making you feel like there could be this energy of feeling like a little bit of low self-confidence because you're not sure if you're going to hit the mark or if you can do this. And things that you've tried in the past seem like they haven't worked out for you. At least, again, the Gemini I'm talking to. There's a big fear mindset here that needs to be worked through. There needs to be less energy put into the fears and the thoughts of what could go wrong, what has gone wrong, and the thoughts of what could go right, what I could build, what I could produce, how I can change, how I can apply the knowledge that I have. Because being the hermit and having all this wisdom is great, but if you're not applying it, you're going to find yourself caught in the loop. Okay? Which is kind of where I feel like you might be, Gemini. Yes. Sail away. Okay? There's almost that energy if that's what needs to happen here. And it's not necessarily sailing away from anything physically, leaving everything and everyone behind and changing your whole life. Some of you, yeah, sure, fuck it, right? YOLO. Maybe that's what you want to do. But for others of you, it's more about sailing away inside, okay? Taking yourself out of that overthinking, out of that negative self-speak, and stop being so hard on yourself, Gemini. You are a work in progress, and it's okay to be a work in progress, okay? There's a lot of potential here for you to grow. A lot of this is focused around your security, around your finances. Some of you, it's around your health too. Like you keep taking these health hits. Some of you, there's a lot of carrying a lot of grief or something like in your body, okay? And carrying your stress in your body. Especially with if you're always like hunched over or looking down, Gemini, okay? If you're always hunched over or looking down, you could be really hurting your body here. Is the energy I'm getting. Like you need to be proud of what you have accomplished. Shit, maybe you only have 3 pentacles, right? There's 10 whole pentacles and you only got 3. You're not even halfway there, right? But you can still be proud of the progress that you've made. And in fact, that's what the 3 of Pentacles talks about. It talks about progress. You are making some kind of progress in your life, Gemini. It might be slow, but it also could be hard to see the progress when you're looking down. It can be hard to see the progress when all you're looking at is what you haven't progressed in and what you have lost instead of what you do still have. And Spirit even wants to offer you more. That's the thing. It's like you're focused on those 3 cups that you lost, and it was a loss. It sucks. No one's denying that. No one's arguing with you about that. That your past wasn't rough, that you haven't been hurt, that you haven't been victimized. Nobody's saying that, but you do have potential here to grow. You do have potential here to build something new for yourself. And like I said, Spirit wants to hand you something. It's going to almost bring you back to what you had before. It's going to give you another chance. There is a second chance out here. It might not be a second chance with what you had before. And you might be okay with that. Some of you, you do want what you had before. Whatever, it's different for everybody. Either way, I see a second chance out here. I see a chance for you to get these 3 cups again. You know? Maybe you're like, shit, I don't want to just have my 3 cups out here all willy-nilly and just be so reckless with them like I was in the past. If I get these 3 cups again, okay, if I get offered these 3 cups again, I want to build something tangible. I want to build a table to set these 3 cups on. You know what I mean? I want to have a foundation. That way they're not just out here in the dirt on the ground getting knocked over and shit. It's almost like you feel like maybe you were a little careless with something, Gemini, or you were a little reckless with something. And if you're ever given the opportunity again, you're going to fucking build a table and a, 4 walls and a foundation and, I don't know. There's something about that. Like wanting to make sure that you do things better in the future. Whatever experience that you have got, gathered from life, you are going to apply that knowledge, Gemini. I do get that, okay? I get the energy of you applying the knowledge, you learning the lesson, Gemini, for sure, okay? What is Gemini so sad about? Woo, you sad. What are you sad about, Gemini? What is Gemini so sad about? Love. Look, let me turn this off. Love, Gemini, that's what you're sad about, okay? Something from the past. It doesn't necessarily have to be love, okay? For some of you, it's not. For some of you, this is dealing with a child. You miss a child, you lost a child. For some of you, this is something that happened in childhood. For some of you, this is innocence that's been lost here, okay? You feel like maybe for some of you, your growth was stunted. Like maybe for some of you feel like you didn't get the opportunity to grow. You didn't get the opportunity to have a good childhood. You didn't get the opportunity to feel nurtured or feel cared for. And so now it reflects on everything that you touch, you feel like. Okay? It's something from the past that you're still caught up in, Gemini. It's something from the past you're still sad about. It's something from the past you still haven't let go of. You're still looking at these 3 cups like, how could they knock over? Not seeing that you have the 2 cups behind you. And then Spirit also wants to offer you another cup. That's the energy. It's like, but wait, there's more. Gemini's just like, oh, but this is how it was. Remember that day we smelled the flowers and I gave it to you and your hand brushed up against mine and it was a perfect day. It was April 25th, right? The perfect day. That's from what freaking movie is that from? I forget what movie that's from, but anyways. With the one with Sandra Bullock, where she's the FBI agent, she goes and she does the beauty pageants. Like, describe your perfect date. And the girl's like, April 25th, because it's not too hot and it's not too cold or something like that. I don't know. It's like, you remember this perfect time, though. You remember this perfect day. You remember this perfect moment, this perfect relationship, this perfect family outing where everybody was getting along and nobody was fighting. You know, dad wasn't drinking, mom wasn't crying. It's like some of y'all went through really rough shit growing up. There's a lot of negative things that are still attached to you. There's a lot of negative thoughts and negative memories. And there is something sour about the past. Look, there she is. Male or female, she's stuck like Chuck, okay? There is this energy of maybe there was something negative that was connected to this. Capricorn energy could be connected to this somehow, okay? But maybe there was, like, you know, you might be seeing things a little bit through rose-colored glasses because you're sad and because you're stuck in the energy of lack and what didn't work out. So when you look back, you see things as way better than what they were, but this was bringing devil energy, whatever this was. It was toxic, actually. So maybe you're looking back to a past relationship that didn't work out, and after that, every relationship since has been garbage. And it's been because really you've been comparing it to that. Really you haven't let go of that. Really you've been, you know, almost like you lost your hope or you lost your faith when that was lost. But really that had devil energy attached to it. There was some kind of codependency, toxicity, fear. You know, there was something that was attached to this that really wasn't good for you, Gemini. You know, rejection is protection. Rejection is redirection. Spirit is always looking out for us, even when we don't feel like it. So there could have been something that, yeah, you did have to get separated from. You did have to kind of walk away from, but it was for your own good, Gemini. But you're not seeing it that way right now. You're heavy in this reminiscent energy of looking back on how things were, and it was so beautiful, and it was so great, and it was this, and it's like, really, was it though? I'm seeing the moons in between these cards. I just noticed that there's something about maybe not everything was revealed, or maybe you just, you know, there's a cloudiness right now. I can feel it because of grief. Grief does cloud you. Grief clouds your judgment sometimes. What is this Ace of Cups that's being offered to Gemini? It's gonna be different for everybody. Like I said, some of this is soulmates, some of this is family members, some of this is childhood trauma and childhood stuff, some of this is just your whole past. It feels like it's just been a jumble of letdowns. This Ace of Cups, what is this? The Nine of Cups, that's 10 cups. Spirit does want to offer you something. Spirit wants to give you something that's going to make you feel rejuvenated, that's going to help you feel healed and fulfilled inside, okay? This could be just feeling contentment. This could be your health increasing. This could be a love connection where it is real. Like, it's not just something that you're remembering as real, but it is real. I don't know. There's something about that. Like thinking back on good times and the times really weren't that good. That's for somebody, okay? I feel like you are manifesting right now, though. So Spirit wants you to know that, Gemini, you manifest through communication and you manifest through emotion. That is how you manifest the most, okay? So when your emotions are all out of whack, your thoughts are all out of whack, and your thoughts are your communication. It's how you're communicating with yourself. It's how you're communicating with the universe. If you have to think about the things that you want, the things that you want to achieve, the things that you want to grow, not the things that were lost, not how things fucked up in the past and how that's probably going to be that way in the future. There's a really big energy of needing to kind of lift your head up and see that there's potential all around you, or that you could even heal yourself within this situation, or even heal this situation, but that's not for everybody, okay? Sometimes it's better to just keep going, you know? The Magician, you are manifesting through the Towers too. For some of you, you are going to get something that's very shocking. You're going to suddenly, something is going to, I don't want to say fall into your lap or fall into your plate. I don't want to be one of those readers that's like, and you'll get $1 billion, right? But I do want to say that I do feel like something is coming that's going to increase morale. It's going to make you feel better. There is a sense of contentment here with this 10 cups. After having felt really sad, really stuck in the past, really in this big reminiscing energy of the way things were, but they really weren't that great. Okay. So you have some kind of fulfillment or wish fulfillment. You have some kind of happiness that is coming your way. I feel like you've been very guarded. There's something about this devil energy, guys. It's stalking the reading. His devil energy is stalking the reading. There could have been a Capricorn that really messed your head up, okay? That's for some of you guys. For others of you, there's this energy of just really feeling chained to something, chained to some fear, chained to some toxicity, maybe some kind of substance. And this helps this, like, it keeps you stuck for some of you guys. There's a fear of growing. There's a fear of what's out there to come. There's a really big, like, being stuck in this lack mentality of, oh my gosh, if I move from this, what's going to happen? If I quit this job, I'll never make this kind of money. Like, there's being stuck in a very much a fear cycle here, and needing to let that go, Gemini. Needing to break free, needing to turn your back on that and see that the world is your oyster. You have some options. You do have options, Gemini. Spirit's giving you an option. What is this Three of Pentacles here for Gemini? Whew, this reading is kind of heavy. I ain't gonna hold you. The Death energy with the Two of Wands. Some of you are tired of playing it small is what I just heard. You're tired of playing it small. You want to see what's out there. You want to expand yourself. You want to grow. You don't want to stay. You don't want to live yourself. I'm getting the energy of not wanting to live in a box just to end up in a box. That's for some of you guys. I don't know. That's for some of you guys. Like, you feel like you're living in a box to end up in a box. I feel like there is a wanting to push past some cycle that's been holding you back. There is the energy of letting things end that need to end, letting the toxic cycles go that need to go, not wanting to stay stuck in these toxic loops any longer. I really feel that, like, breaking away, okay? You're making the decision. Two of Wands, twos being choices, but the Two of Wands being the choice to take action, the choice to move, the choice to bring change, right? And then with this Knight of Pentacles, it's slow but steady, but that's all right. As long as it's forward movement, Gemini, it's okay. It's okay if it's slow but steady. People blocking your path, people like, no, Gemini, you can't leave, please. You know, like... It's like, I can't. For some of you, yeah, there's this energy of, like, you've been doing it for the team. You've been doing it for the group. You've been putting your life on hold for other people, other people's ideals, other people's comfort zones and sensibilities, what makes them feel better versus what makes you feel better. And it's your fucking life. Like, there's that kind of energy. Like, I'm sitting here worried about what you guys are going to think and what's going to happen with this and that. And I am sabotaging my happiness here. There's almost that energy for somebody. Okay? And really wanting to end those cycles. Scorpio energy out here. So some of you are really wanting to break free from the group, break free from the crowd, break free of, like, it feels like playing it small and just, this is where I am, so this is where I gotta be type of mentality. What is the Hermit here for Gemini? Two of Swords. I feel like what you're doing is you're digging deep to get past the block. Okay, because deep down inside, Gemini, you want movement. Deep down inside, you want growth. You want productivity. You want to feel passion. You want to feel desire. You want excitement and giddiness and happiness. And deep down inside, some of y'all maybe know that whatever this is, because it feels like an original break. Okay, so this could be like the first person that broke your heart, right? It feels like deep down inside, you know that you really don't want that. You want whatever it is that's meant for you. Because whatever it is that's meant for you might not look like what you originally thought that it was going to look like. Which often does happen sometimes, you know. We make plan, God laughs, that kind of energy. So I just kind of get the energy here of, like, you know, wanting to get past the block and really digging deep to see what is it? What is my internal truth? What is my authenticity? And am I going to stand in that? Because deep down inside you do. You want to nurture something. You want to create something. You want to see this abundance grow in your life, Gemini. Some of you guys have blocked yourself away. You want to feel celebration. You want to feel connection with people. Some of y'all want to feel up on somebody's booty for sure. I don't know why I got that. I did. But you guys are deep down inside. You're like, what is the block? Or how can I get past the block? It's kind of what I'm getting. What is this Five of Pentacles? What is this Five of Pentacles? Look, Nine of Wands, Ten of Wands. It's like, yeah, there is a burden here. It feels like it's, you know, it feels like you're burdened by all the things that have gone wrong, could go wrong, Gemini. But what you need to understand is that, again, to human is to err. So things might not necessarily turn out exactly perfect, but that doesn't mean that it's always going to be bad. I feel like there's this energy of really needing to rejuvenate yourself, really needing to find hope again. Let's get some advice and get up on out of here. Because, yeah. For Gemini, please. Somebody's energy is like really down right now. Yeah, we have abundance, okay? Didn't see much of that in this reading, but I feel like there's abundance that's coming in, Gemini. As soon as you kind of get past whatever the sad block is that you're feeling, master manifester, and then we have inner conflict resolution. That's exactly what this is. Like, there's a lot of inner conflict that you're going through. On the outside, you might look like everything's great. You might be being a team player right now and laughing at all the jokes, making all the jokes, doing all the things, right? But inside, there is this deep sadness, or there is this sense of loss, or there's sense of confusion or lack of direction. I feel like you are shedding skin inside, and it's a very vulnerable time for you. Like, it's, you know, it's a little it's a touchy moment for you. It's sensitive. You're sensitive right now. Okay? You're evolving into your complexity. You're learning, you're growing, you're changing how you view yourself and how you view others. And this is causing you to, again, shed some kind of old skin, but this is all helping you manifest some kind of abundance in the future. Things are going to turn out better than what you can imagine, Gemini, so just keep on trucking. But I am getting that energy of like perfectly human. You're perfectly human, Gemini. You are meant to err. You are meant to have flaws, but you're attracting through that. You're attracting through your glow. You're attracting through your authenticity. And Gemini, Spirit coming in just to reassure you that you're almost there for the opportunity. I'm telling you. All right, Gemini, I do hope that helps. I hope it resonates. I hope it does something. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.